Obama comes from a diverse background. This morning we have new information about his ancestors that you have not heard anywhere else.
This surprising connection goes all the way back to the earliest days of colonial America.
Son of a black man from Kenya and a white woman from Kansas.
Two books, though. Who knew you and Dick Cheney cousins?
You know, listen, I don't think I'm going to the family reunion. I don't know how I'll be greeted. But no, you know, these folks have been doing all these genealogies on me, and yeah, they've found all sorts of strange connections.
This has got to be the strangest, though.
Well, listen, if you go back far enough,
yeah,
you know, you got all kinds of crooks and thieves in your family.
What did you make of that story when it came?
You know, I actually knew about it because somebody had done some genealogy before, and they had sent it to me, this long sheet, and you know, had all these famous names, you know, Mark Twain and this and that and the other, and then Dick Cheney, and I took a pause. And, you know, I just said, well, you know, as long as he's okay with it, I'm okay with it.
First we start off with George Washington at the top, and then it goes to John Adams, Thomas Jefferson.
11-year-old Bridgeanne Dovigneau says she's made a first-of-its-kind discovery that President Obama and all the presidents before him, with the exception of one, are related and descendants of a former king of England.
No, they are all cousins, and they're grandsons of John Lackland.
Dovigneau says she spent countless hours on the internet over the summer researching the lineage of our presidents, a project that started with her trying to trace her own family tree.
But I'm the first historian to do
a child, and they have 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 a child.
Like names change.
All she's saying is this guy is the great, 25th, 27th, depending on what line it is. He created all this family. So do I believe it? Yes. It's hard, but it's true.
According to the New England Historic Genealogical Society, Obama is related to not one, not two, but at least 6 U.S. presidents. Both Presidents Bush, Gerald Ford, LBJ, Harry Truman, and James Madison, who wrote the Constitution. 6 U.S. presidents and Obama's...
Check out this family tree, done with research by Ancestry.com. Bush's 9th cousin once removed. Cheney's cousin Barack Obama is also Bush's 11th cousin and the 9th cousin of Brad Pitt. But we're only just getting started. President Lincoln was President Bush's 7th cousin 5 times removed, and Bush shared more than just a ballot with John Kerry. That's right, they're 9th cousins, also royalty in the Bush bloodline. Princess Diana was Bush's 11th cousin twice removed. And then there's this bombshell.
Happy birthday, Mr. President.
Sure, she may have been singing to JFK, but what about GWB? He is, after all, her 9th cousin, 3 times removed. He's also related to Playboy founder Hugh Hefner, even Pocahontas, and Vlad the Impaler. Trace the family tree far enough, and you get Madonna, Celine Dion, and Tom
We know that Barack Obama loves to joke about his cousin, Dick Cheney. Today's New York Times has some more family tree news. Senator McCain is a 6th cousin of First Lady Laura Bush. Senator Clinton's notable relatives are Jack Kerouac, Madonna, Celine Dion, Alanis Morissette, and Camilla Parker Bowles, the wife of Prince Charles. And here's her Hollywood branch. Senator Clinton is a 9th cousin, twice removed, somebody tell me what that means, of actress Angelina Jolie.
Turns out these two are more than just political enemies. They're having a family feud.
They're 10th cousins, which means that they share a common ancestor. So a man named John Smith, who was an early settler to Massachusetts.
Yes, you heard right. Barack Obama and Sarah Palin are cousins with a family tree that takes them back to one Mr. Smith of the 1600s.
Are we talking about a relationship on the mother's side or the father's side?
All these connections are through his mother's side. Whenever you have people that can trace their family quite early into this country, particularly those people who came in the 1600s to New England, there's a fair likelihood of finding connections.
Embrace yourselves. Not only can he now call Cousin Sarah for advice about Russia, the president can also call on Cousin Rush to give him a break. They're 10th cousins once removed.
This neophyte genuinely is an economic ignoramus.
I mean, can he really keep that up with family?
Over the past decade or so, technology has advanced. So family history, where it used to be sitting down in libraries with lots of books on the table, today it's doing it from your home.
It's a new, inconvenient truth that humorists like Mark Katz, a former Clinton speechwriter, can't resist.
It raises the question about, if what's wrong with our political process is congenital, and perhaps one day it can be cured at birth.
The 11th great-grandson of John Punch, who was the first documented African to be enslaved for life in the American colonies.
Joseph Shumway of Ancestry.com says the president's white mother is a direct descendant of the first known slave in the American colonies through a family by the name of Bunch.
We found that through DNA testing done by members of the Bunch family, that their direct ancestors are of sub-Saharan African origin. Eventually, we were able to make a connection with the earliest Bunch family members and a gentleman by the name of John Punch.
In 1640, John Punch, an African, was a servant in Virginia who escaped, was caught, and sentenced to remain in bondage to his master for life. As for the difference in the names, Punch with a P versus Bunch with a B, researchers say that's not unusual, that early record keepers wrote names as they sounded. Though records are incomplete, the Ancestry.com genealogists say the slave John Punch is the only likely person to have been the father of John Bunch sometime before 1637. John Bunch's mother was white, and so was his wife, which means that President Obama descends from the first known black and white couple who left traceable descendants. John Bunch 1 in Ancestry.com's Obama family tree is the first in a 7-generation line of Bunches, originally in Virginia, moving to Tennessee, Arkansas, and finally to Kansas, where President Obama's great-grandmother, Leona McCurry, his grandmother, Madeline Payne, and his mother, Stanley Ann Dunham, were born. David Marinus, author of a new Obama biography, did extensive research into the Obama family for his book.
At that point, it included Luo, the tribal clan of the Obamas, and English and Welsh and Irish and Scottish and German from the white side of his family. And now we're discovering something more.
Marinus, who traveled to Kenya and Indonesia in search of the influences that shaped Barack Obama, says the president's diverse roots make him hard to categorize.
Because of the color of his skin and his father's background, he was African American. But culturally, he was not. He had to learn it. He's never been easy to pigeonhole. That's part of the attraction and mystery of Barack Obama.
They see the world. Somebody did one on me recently and said that I was distantly related to Martha Stewart.
I didn't know that.
No, me neither, and neither did she. Still trying to figure that one out.